Happy Sunday. We are in the month of May, my little chickens. It is May 3rd, and Mr. Rogers says, I think I'll make it a snappy new day. So far, we have learned different note values like whole note, half note, quarter note, even eighth note, and we've put them on a staff. And if you remember what a staff has 5 lines, right? And we put music notes on there so that we can read them and play or sing different songs. So last week on our cake, which was very, very delicious, by the way, did any of you make cakes? I put, there was a staff already drawn on it, and I put the letters, actually I think I drew the staff. I put the letters on the staff, whether it was a line or a space. So let's take a look over here. We've taken some pie crust, which is a little crumbly, but it's very delicious. And we've made a staff. Okay, and remember the staff is 5 lines, and in between we call these areas the space. I've also put in here what we call a bar line. It just looks like an up and down line, right? So that bar line gives you a little section. It's almost like a sentence almost in when you're reading a book. So it gives you a little section of music, so it's you start all over again. It all makes up one piece, but at least divides it, so it's organized. So, as we said, there are notes on the staff, and they have letter names. But in the music alphabet, there are only 7 letters. So, shall we sing it? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That was it, because it doesn't go to 26 like a regular alphabet, because it is the music alphabet. There are only 7 letters. Now, what if I wanted to take these letters and shake them up and mix them up and make a word? What words could you make out of these 7 letters? You could repeat those letters if you wanted. Well, I found some examples, but there are a lot more than just these examples. See all these words they made? Okay, and then they left the staff open. Dad, bag, fee, bee, all those letters are from the music alphabet. Very exciting. There's even long ones like cabbage. And then all I'd have to do on this piece of paper is I would have to draw a whole note, see the little hand, on the staff, where they go on the staff. They don't just go anywhere, they go to a certain home on the staff. So I thought, most of us like eating cupcakes. I know I do. So why don't we come over here and we have cupcakes with music alphabet letters on it. And we're going to take those cupcakes and we're going to put them where they go on the staff. So let's use this as our little guide. Now I'll put this on my blog so you can have a copy of this too. Because if you play the piano, this also tells you where the letters are on the piano. Okay, so let's make a word. How about the word bed? Okay, B-E-D. Where is bed on this staff? This is a staff, right? Let's start with the first letter. Where is B? B is on the 3rd line. So let's find a B over here. It's lemon, because a lot of people have been eating cake apparently lately, because there's not a lot of cake mixes left at the ShopRite. So we'll put the B on the 3rd line. Not just anywhere, on the 3rd line. E. Now here's an E, which is an interesting one. Every 7 letters of the music alphabet, once they happen, you repeat them. So it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Then you would go back to A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So that means these aren't just 7 letters on here. That means every 7 we're going to repeat. So notice how there's 2 E's, because we went E and we went 7 letters, and then we repeated on E. So that means you could put the E on the bottom line or the top space. I'm going to go on the bottom line. So B-E. But you could also put it up there. So far we've put the word B-E. And now we're going to add the word D, because we're spelling the word bed on the staff. Bed. Yay! And the crowd goes wild. Okay, let's find another word. We haven't used the word letter C. And we haven't used the letter A. So why don't we do the word ace? You guys are an ace. Okay, so let's take an A. Where would A go on the staff? It would go on the second space. Do you notice how I'm counting up, bottom up? Here is A without ruining the cake crust. There's A. Okay. C, where would we put C? On the third space. All right, there is C without ruining the cake crust. And the E is on the fourth space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yummy E's. Notice we're doing a different E than the one we did in the first word. So that word is face. Ace. Yes, you could do face, couldn't you? You'd put an F right there. Why don't we get fancy and do that too? We're spelling the word face. Where are you, F? There you are. Face. Now you have spelled face and bed. Now, are there any letters we haven't used yet? We have not used this G and this F. Well, that, I know what we can do. That's kind of hard. We may not be able to do that. Let us try. Well, G. What word can we make with that? A. B, which is gab. What does gab mean? It's what I'm doing right now, guys. I'm talking a lot. So gab, if I don't drop this on our delicious frosting. Here's a gab. Okay? So how would we spell gab on the staff? We would go G, which is on the second line. A, which is on the second space. See the difference between the two? Okay, and then we would go B as the third line of the staff. Okay? And now we've spelled the word gap. And if we want to show the F that's different than this F, we could put the F up right here without falling down face. All right. So let's review. We have taken the letters of the music alphabet and we've mixed them up and we've spelled different words with it, with those letters. And we put them where they belong on the staff, not just anywhere. And also when you spell a word, it's just like reading a book. You wouldn't put them all on top of each other. You would go over to the left like you were reading a book. Okay? Hope you guys have a great week. I think I'm going to go eat some cupcakes.